Do you want to travel to a new country but feel nervous about the whole experience? It's completely normal to feel that way, especially if it's your first time traveling internationally. The excitement of exploring a new place can quickly turn into worry when you think about all the things that could go wrong. But don't worry. In this video, we'll cover the top 5 mistakes that first-time travelers often make and share tips on how to avoid them. Let's get you prepared and confident for your next adventure. Mistake number 1. Not researching the country enough. Traveling to a new country is a huge step, and it's not just about booking flights and packing your bags. One of the biggest mistakes people make is not researching the country well enough before they go. It's easy to get excited about the idea of exploring a new place, but understanding the culture, language, local customs, and safety tips is just as important. Before you hop on that plane, make sure you know some basic facts about your destination. Research what the weather will be like, what the local currency is, how to get around, and what the emergency contact numbers are. You can even learn a few phrases in the local language. You don't need to become fluent, but knowing how to say thank you or hello can go a long way in making a good first impression. But that's not all. Understanding the country's customs and culture is key. In some places, tipping is expected, while in others, it might be considered rude. Some countries have specific etiquette around food, dress codes, or public behavior. For example, in Japan, there are particular ways to bow to show respect. Researching these details will help you feel confident and avoid awkward situations. You should also check whether your destination requires any vaccinations before you travel. Additionally, make sure you're aware of any cultural norms or political situations that may affect your visit. For instance, some places have strict rules on public behavior or alcohol consumption. This research will help you avoid surprises and allow you to enjoy your experience more fully. Mistake number 2. Overpacking and carrying too much luggage. Here's a mistake that many first-time travelers make: overpacking. It's easy to think you need to bring everything, especially when you're going to a foreign place for the first time. But guess what? You don't need 10 pairs of shoes or 5 jackets. When you overpack, you end up carrying a heavy suitcase that makes moving around more stressful than it needs to be. Packing light not only helps you save money on extra luggage fees, but it also makes traveling much easier and more comfortable. Just pack the essentials, clothes that you can mix and match, toiletries, and maybe a few souvenirs to bring home. If you forget something, you can always buy it there. Instead of bringing too many clothes, focus on versatile items that can be worn in different settings. For example, a neutral-colored jacket can be dressed up for dinner or dressed down for sightseeing. Also, remember that many countries have excellent shopping options, so you don't need to carry everything from home. Consider packing items that will help you stay organized, like a small travel bag or packing cubes. These can help you easily locate your essentials, making your travels much more pleasant. And don't forget that airlines often allow you to bring one carry-on bag and one personal item. Use this space wisely. Mistake number 3. Not having copies of important documents. This is a big one. First-time international travelers sometimes forget to make copies of important documents like their passport, travel insurance, visa, and flight tickets. If you lose your passport or any other important papers while you're abroad, it could cause a huge headache. To avoid this, make sure you have photocopies of your passport, credit cards, flight details, and any important documents. You can keep one set in your luggage and leave another set with someone you trust back home. It's a simple step, but it can save you a lot of trouble if something goes wrong. But don't just stop at photocopies. Consider scanning your important documents and saving them digitally. You can keep them in a secure cloud service or send them to your email, so you'll have access to them anywhere, anytime. If you lose your passport, you can report it to the embassy and provide them with a digital copy to speed up the process of getting a replacement. Having copies also extends to things like travel insurance and emergency contact information. In the unfortunate event that something goes wrong, having quick access to these details will be crucial. This preparation can be the difference between a stressful experience and a smoother recovery. Mistake number 4. Forgetting to notify your bank. Have you ever gone to a different country and tried to use your credit card, only for it to be declined? This happens a lot when people forget to notify their bank that they'll be traveling abroad. banks and credit card companies have fraud protection, and when they see charges from a foreign country, they may block your card to protect you. To avoid this, always let your bank know in advance when you'll be traveling and where. This will ensure that you can use your credit card without any issues. Also, it's a good idea to carry some cash in the local currency just in case you can't use your card right away. But there's more to it. It's also important to check the international transaction fees your bank may charge. Some banks have fees for using your card abroad, and knowing about these charges ahead of time will prevent any surprises on your statement. If possible, find a credit card that offers no foreign transaction fees to save some money. Another tip is to have a backup payment method, such as a prepaid card or an online payment service like PayPal. This gives you flexibility and a safety net if your primary card stops working. And always make sure your bank has the correct contact details for you while you're abroad, so they can reach you if needed. Mistake number 5. Not planning your arrival in advance. Another mistake many first-time travelers make is not planning their arrival details in advance. This can lead to confusion and stress when you land in a new country, especially if you don't speak the language or know the area. Before you leave, make sure you know exactly how to get from the airport to your accommodation. Research the best transportation options, whether it's a shuttle bus, taxi, or public transit. You don't want to be stuck at the airport trying to figure out how to get to your hotel after a long flight. It's also a good idea to have your accommodation address written down in the local language in case you need to show it to a driver. Traveling internationally for the first time is one of the most exciting experiences you'll ever have, but it's important to be prepared. By avoiding these common mistakes, you'll be able to enjoy your trip without unnecessary stress. Remember to do your research, pack light, make copies of important documents, notify your bank, and plan your arrival in advance. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more helpful travel advice. And if you've made any of these mistakes during your travels, or if you have any other tips for first-time international travelers, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your experiences. Safe travels, and see you in the next video.